Hi, good morning. Today's story is Suppose You Made a Dinosaur, a first book of manners by Judy Sierra, illustrated by Tim Bowers. Okay, so turn on your eyes and open your ears. Actually, open your eyes and turn on your ears. Here we go. You're shopping at the grocery store. Surprise! You see a dinosaur. This doesn't happen every day, so what are you supposed to say? Hello, I'm pleased to meet you. Imagine that the dinosaur is standing by a bathroom door. You have to pee. She's in your way. Quick, what's the proper thing to say? Excuse me. Commotion in the produce aisle. The dinosaur upsets a pile of apples and they roll away. If you pick them up, what will she say? Thank you. Your shopping cart begins to spin. It dings the dino on the shin. She roars a terrifying roar. What do you tell the dinosaur? I'm sorry. The dinosaur then gives you 4 banana chips, which you adore. She asks you, would you like some more? How do you answer the dinosaur? Yes, please. You want to buy some butter brickle. Yikes, you need another nickel. The dinosaur says, here's a dime. What are the magic words this time? Thank you. Here's your change. Would you like some butter brickle? The dinosaur is worried that a brickle snack would make her fat. She does not want it, even slightly. How does she let you know politely? No, thank you. You find her glasses on the floor and hand them to the dinosaur. She smiles and says, why, thank you, dear. What words does she expect to hear? You're welcome. Out the door of the grocery store trumps the friendly dinosaur. She's waving as she drives away. I'm sure you know the words to say. Goodbye, it was nice to meet you. And that's the end of Suppose You Made a Dinosaur, a first book of manners by Judy Sierra, illustrated by Tim Bowers. Thank you for listening. Let's go do some art. Okay, for today's art, we're going to make a paper plate dinosaur. So you should have a paper plate, and then I gave you a dinosaur printed out on this golden cardstock, and I already cut it out. And the first thing I'm going to do is staple on his body parts. So his head will get stapled on one end, and his tail on the other end. And then his legs will get stapled. under his belly. And then I'm going to flip it this way. So there's my dinosaur. And I'm going to paint his body. And I'm going to paint it red. So I have some red paint. And I'm just going to paint my paper plate. And I like that the bumps on the plate give his body some texture. Be fun to use your hands on this too instead of a paintbrush if you wanted to, or a cotton ball, or a Q-tip. And there he is, my paper plate dinosaur. Have fun with today's art, and we'll do some science. Okay, so for today's sensory project, we're going to make kinetic sand. And kinetic sand is just like if you had sand from a sandbox. You can hold it together and it'll hold its shape. You know, if you pack it into any of your sand toy shapes, or I'm going to use a measuring cup shape. But then you can also crunch it back down and spread it out, and it's like sand. So it's great for sensory play. I've already mixed my dry ingredients in the bowl. And I have half a cup of baking soda, a quarter cup of sugar, quarter cup of cornstarch, half a tablespoon of cream of tartar, and then it'll be 2 tablespoons of water. I used a quarter cup of water to add my food coloring into, just to give it more fun, or make it more fun. We made this before in the classroom. We made it, I believe it was either January or February, and we made snow. So we stuck it in the refrigerator for a while. It got cold and we were making snowmen and snowballs and had a lot of fun with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and whisk all the dry ingredients together. And then I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of my colored water at a time. There's 1. And I'm going to mix it in. And you can see it's already kind of clumping up. So I'm just going to keep whisking it to disperse all the color in it. Okay, and then we'll add another tablespoon of green water and mix it in. And then this is pretty simple. If it's not coming together like you want, you just keep adding a tablespoon of the water at a time. So let me check it out. Let's see. Yep, see, it's molding and sticking together, but you know, if you tap it, it just breaks up. Let's see. Actually, that's pretty good. That's the texture you want it to be, just kind of like sand. And see. Pack it in. And there is my little shape. And then you can just break it back up. And if you do plan on storing it, store it in either an airtight container or in a big baggie. And like I said, when we made it before during our winter, we put it in the refrigerator and it got cold, and so then that just added to the sensory play that it was cold like snow. But right now it's not cold because we're going to let our dinosaurs play in it. And that's just my kinetic sand sensory recipe. I hope you guys make it, have fun with it, and I'll see you tomorrow.